What you are about to see is the journey of empowering creative minds, a collaborative project spanning 3 cities, dozens of artists, and a shared belief that creativity is a fundamental tool for healing and social cohesion. From the historic streets of Berlin to the rhythmic circles of Lublin and the inclusive workshops of Luxembourg, we explored how art can bridge the gaps left by trauma, migration, and silence. This is a story of how creativity meets care. Our Berlin meeting began in September 2025 with an exploration of landscapes of trauma. We met at the East Side Gallery, a massive stretch of the former Berlin Wall. This landmark, once a concrete symbol of division and fear, has been transformed into the world's longest open-air gallery. Guided by Anya Soyunmez, we walked along these murals, analyzing how art can reinterpret historical pain. We reflected on the intersection of personal and national memory, observing how color and poetry can turn a site of trauma into a site of collective healing and dialogue. The second day took us to the heart of Neukölln at the Kunst- und Kulturraum Mainzer 7. Here we shifted from observation to creation. In our collective collage workshop, participants worked in pairs, sifting through magazines to find images that resonated with their internal landscapes. This was a lesson in therapeutic storytelling. As the collages grew, so did the sense of hope and shared identity. Later, we moved into zine creation. Anya guided us through the tactile process of folding and layering paper to create small, handmade booklets. This allowed participants to turn abstract reflections into physical objects, tangible pieces of art that could be carried, shared, and kept as a record of their journey. Our final day at Das Baumhaus was dedicated to inner awareness. We began with What Happens in Our Guts, a session led by a psychologist and psychotherapist. Through emotion-representative cards and guided meditation, participants explored their current mental states. We drew our feelings twice, once at the start and once after a period of deep reflection, to see how our internal perspectives had shifted. We closed the session with the cadavre exquis, or exquisite corpse. This collaborative drawing game, where each person adds to a hidden composition, resulted in spontaneous, surreal artworks that reflected the beautiful diversity of our group. As an organization, CRN leaves these workshops reinvigorated. We have gained new methodologies in zine making and psychological inquiry, reaffirming our commitment to community-led healing. In August 2025, Dori organized a 2-day co-creation workshop in Luxembourg as part of the Empowering Creative Minds project. The workshop brought together 12 vulnerable creatives from Germany, Poland, Ukraine, and Luxembourg. Many participants shared experiences of displacement, migration, and cultural transition, making the gathering not only an artistic exchange, but also a deeply human encounter rooted in empathy and care. The program took place at Agather in Bellevaux and was carefully designed to balance artistic practice, reflection, and collective well-being. The first day began with a welcome coffee, creating an informal and inclusive atmosphere where participants could meet, connect, and feel at ease. This was followed by an introduction to Dori and the project's objectives, grounding the group in a shared purpose for the days ahead. At the heart of the workshop was the artistic work led by Walid El Masri. Through his art-wem methodologies, the sessions became a clear showcase of how art can actively support social and mental health. These trauma-informed practices demonstrated how creative processes, including drawing, movement, and sensory-based expression, can help regulate emotions, strengthen self-awareness, and create safe spaces for reflection and connection. Participants experienced firsthand how art can move beyond aesthetics to become a meaningful tool for care, healing, and community support. Building on this foundation, participants engaged in storytelling methods that encouraged them to explore personal and collective narratives. Through drawing, movement, and narrative techniques, they were invited to express experiences that are often difficult to put into words. The workshops provided practical, replicable tools that participants could later apply and even teach within their own artistic and community contexts. As part of the program, participants also viewed the short film Salim, which addresses post-traumatic stress disorder and its emotional impact. The film was intentionally included to highlight the role of filmmaking as a powerful medium for understanding mental health and trauma. The screening was followed by an open discussion with the director, allowing participants to reflect on how cinema can translate inner psychological experiences into shared narratives, raise awareness, and foster empathy around invisible wounds, such as PTSD. The second day opened with movement and warm-up exercises designed to activate the body and foster group cohesion. Participants then continued working with art-wem methodologies, going deeper into trauma-informed artistic expression. Later, the group visited the National Museum of Resistance and Human Rights, where narratives of resistance, displacement, and human dignity connected personal stories to broader historical experiences, reinforcing the role of art and memory in understanding trauma, resilience, and collective strength. After the workshops, Dori felt a strong sense of affirmation and gratitude. The atmosphere of trust, openness, and mutual support confirmed the importance of trauma-informed approaches in artistic work. The workshop demonstrated that when art is approached with care and intention, it can become a powerful space for healing, learning, and shared humanity. Through projects like Empowering Creative Minds, Dori continues to advocate for intercultural exchange, social well-being, and collective care across Europe. In late October 2025, we hosted the Lublin chapter of Empowering Creative Minds, focusing on the body, voice, and rhythm as universal tools for communication. We gathered at the Eastern Theatre, a space famous for cultural dialogue. Our first workshop, Voice and Singing as a Way to Reconnect, was led by Elżbieta Rojek. Elżbieta guided us through the process of reclaiming our breath and movement. This wasn't about professional singing. It was about the courage to be heard. We practiced pair work and vocal resonance, finding peace in the vibrations of our own voices. The day concluded with the group singing traditional songs in a circle. In that moment, language barriers vanished. We didn't need a dictionary. We had a shared sense of community and trust built through harmony. Later, a walk through the Root Gorge in Kazimierz Dolny provided a much-needed breath of nature and inspiration. The second day focused on the body as an archive. Led by Agnieszka Sikorska, we delved into somatic practices and movement awareness. Through interoception and improvisation, we learned that the body holds stories that words cannot reach. We experienced dance as a universal language, a way to mark our presence and communicate empathy without saying a single word. The next meeting point was a visit to the Grodzka Gate. The Grodzka Gate, historically known as the Jewish Gate, stands as a profound symbol of Lublin's complex past. Originally built in 1342 as part of the city's defensive walls, it served for centuries as a physical and symbolic bridge between two worlds, the Christian Old Town and the bustling Jewish district. This passage remained a vibrant artery of multicultural life until the tragic events of World War II, when the Jewish quarter was completely destroyed by the Nazi occupiers and its inhabitants murdered. Following the war, the gate stood as a lonely sentinel overlooking an empty space, a literal and metaphorical void in the city's heart. In 1990, a group of young artists and enthusiasts took over the neglected gate, founding the NN Theatre. The name NN, from the Latin nomen nescio, meaning name unknown, was a deliberate choice, signaling their mission to speak for those whose names and stories had been erased. After visit in the Grodzka Gate, we have second workshop with Tomasz Kozdrai for Beyond Words / Common Pulse. This session brought us together in a drumming circle. Following trauma-informed principles, we practiced listening to the collective tempo and responding to changes in rhythm. Drumming became our primal, integrating language. We closed the meeting with an evening jam session where the energy of the drums, the movement of our bodies, and the shared rhythm helped us integrate the intense emotional experiences of the past few days.